Hello, everyone, and welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, for the National Championship game, the Rubicon Wireless Platinum Bowl. And the two teams that were voted to this game are the winners of the Lit Energy Drinks Nitro Bowl in Los Angeles, California, the number 4 ranked Michigan Union Knights, who have a record of 11-1, and they defeated the number 1 ranked team, Old Alabama Maroons, in an exciting game, and by virtue of beating them, they were elected to this national championship game. And their opponents were the winners of the Hub Light Punch Bowl in New Orleans, the number 2 seed Georgia Northern Roosters with an 11-1 record. They beat the number 8 seed Nebraska A&M Aggies to be elected to this national championship game. And the only thing I can tell you that is any different, obviously I've got my decided eye for if there's a exact number of yards or in the goal line. The other use of this is if any kick goes into the end zone and it's 4 yards or less, then they will roll that, and if it's a dot, they return it. The only other rule is that anytime there is a home team advantage, it is always going to be a no answer because there's no home team advantage in this game. So let's see who are going to kick off. The dot will mean that the Knights will receive. The blank will mean the Roosters will receive. So let's see. So kickoff is going to be the Knights from their own 35. So we're ready to start the game. Michigan Knights kicker Elliot Hansen, double A kickoff. Let's see what happens. 61 on a double A is going to be 60 yards down to the 5-yard line. And the ball is going to be returned by Ahmed Minaro. Subtract 3, so he's going to get a 23-yard return to the 28, and we are underway in the national championship game. And it's going to be 1st and 10 to the Georgia Northern Roosters at their own 28. And so Carson Vaughns brings this offense out. And let's see what play is going to be. It's going to be a screen pass against a safe. So 41, is EC a 2 pass? He's not. So he gets the pass off to Stephen Jones Jr. and he makes a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. Vaughns under the center and he's looking for a medium pass against a blitz. (62) is a 2 pass. He is. So immediately there could be a chance of an interception. And Y rating of 3 for Vaughns. 41. 7 or more, so he's going to be battered away and incomplete for a 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Short pass against a safe defense, so he's coming out in the air to start off with. Vaughns drops back, looks to pass to Garin Boniol. 62. Home team, no. So gets the throw off to Boniol, and Boniol will gain 11 yards and a 1st down. So the first down of this national championship game. 1st and 10 for the Roosters at their own 42. Vaughns under the center takes the snap and he's going to look to hand the ball off to Benjamin Titan. Relied on him heavily in the bowl game that they won. And this is his first carry, 44. Is GA a 0 pass. On a second inside run against a run. Let's get the right. Let's roll it again. 35. Is the quarterback a 0 run? He is not. So gets a 3-yard gain, and it's 2nd down and 7. 2nd and 7 from their own 45. The Roosters' first drive of this national championship game. Inside run against a safe. So Bones takes the snap. Once again, hands off to Benjamin Titan, 63. Home, no home defense. Runner picks up 2 tough yards, so Titan gets another 2 yards, and it's 3rd and 5 from their own 47, sorry. Short pass against a safe defense. Bones drops back, and he's looking for Dorian Perez, 24. Is B or E a 0 pass? No and no. So this could be intercepted. But it's not. It's going to be incomplete and brings up 4th down with 12:15 remaining. And the punter will come onto the field. So the first drive stalls. And on comes Nigel O'Neill. 56 is his return, A, B, or C. It's a C. So there's no return, and he'll kick 42 yards. So all the way down to the 11-yard line of the Michigan Union Northern Knights. And so the first drive is over, and Andrew Fury will bring out his offense to see if he can make a better job of his first drive, see if he can get some points on the board, and they're going to go screen against a blitz. So Fury drops back, looks for Trevor Laporta, 15. Fury is a B completion, and so it's incomplete. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 from their own 11. And it's going to be an outside run against a pass defense. So Fury looking to hand that off, but sees the pressure coming, so keeps the ball himself. 56. Home team on offense, no. Swarmed over 2 yards short of the first down, so he gets an 8-yard gain. And it's 3rd and 2 from their own 19-yard line. 3rd and 2. Inside run against a run defense. Fury takes the snap, drops back, hands the ball off to Tommy Cook. And Tommy Cook on an inside run is an A. So he'll get 1 yard. He's going to be short. And they're not going to take any risks this early on in the game. And they're going to punt the ball away. So Joey Weiss comes on the field and takes the punt. 25. Bounces out of bounds. 46-yard punt. So it gets the ball all the way down to the 34-yard line of the Roosters, and they will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 34. So both teams have had one drive, both ending in a punt, and we start with Carson Vaughan. He's going to look for a long pass against a safe defense. Vaughan drops back, and he's looking for Dorian Perez, 15. Vaughan's is an A completion. So it's going to be incomplete. 2nd down and 10 from their own 34, 2nd and 10, screen pass against a pass defense. Vaughns takes the snap and looks for Dorian Perez, 25, GA or CE, a 2 pass. No and no. So he gets sacked for a loss of 12, but there is a flag on the play. (51) offensive foul. Let's see the referee. Holding, offense. That penalty is declined. 3rd down. So 3rd down and 22 from their own 22-yard line. So medium pass against a pass defense. And he's going to look, Vaughns is going to look to get that ball off to Jamaris Hopkins. 52 is B, a 0 pass. He is not. Is he rated 1? He is not. So again, this could be intercepted. 23. Is he 3 or more? He is. So on a medium pass, it's going to go 16 yards. And it is intercepted by King, where is he? Ben King. And the return is going to be an unusual result, as we'd expect on something like this. 46 is going to be, they're going to get 2 yards, but there's going to be a penalty on the play. And the return team are going to be caught for a blocking foul, and they'll take a 10-yard penalty. But they will take the ball at the 45 of the Roosters. So 1st and 10 at the Roosters 45. The Knights with a big interception. Tough defense on both sides. Medium pass against a save. So Andrew Fury coming out for the 2nd time. And he's looking for Tim Easthope. 13. Fury is a B completion. And so he will complete to Easthope for 5 yards. 2nd down, 9:30 remaining in this first period. 2nd and 5. To the Knights. Screen pass against a run defense. Fury takes the snap, drops back, and he's looking for TD Glance. 23, EA or GA, a 0 pass. No and no. So it's incomplete unless Easthope has a question mark, and he doesn't. So an incomplete pass, 3rd down and 5 to the Knights from the Roosters 40-yard line. 3rd and 5 inside run against a run defense. Fury takes the snap, drops back, hands the ball off to Andre Baylor, 43. EC, a 2 run. He is a 2 run. Is CE a 0 run? He's not. So he gains 7 yards and a 1st down. Just under 9 minutes remaining in this first period, and a 1st down to the Knights at the Roosters 33-yard line. Screen pass against a run. Fury takes the snap and looking for Trevor Laporta. 52 is H, a 0 pass. He's not. It's just out of reach, and it will be incomplete unless we've got a really good receiver in Laporta. And we don't, so it's incomplete. Second down from the Roosters 33. And he's going to go long against a run defense. Fury takes the snap, looking for Tim Easthope, 23. D or E, 0 pass. And yes, no and no. So this could be intercepted. Have they given the ball back after a big interception? Fury is a 2 on a Y. 51, no, it's incomplete. Third down and 10 at the 33-yard line of the Roosters. So a medium pass against a pass defense. Fury drops back, looks for Trevor Laporta, 45. Is TA a 2 pass? He is not. So it's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. Illegal block on the offense. That penalty is declined. Fourth down. So they declined the penalty, which gives them a 50-yard field goal. And he's a triple A on a 50-yard field goal. So they're going to go for it. This could have been a bad decision. So let's see what happens. 50-yard field goal for Elliot Hansen. Kick is up. And it's good. 51 would have been good. And so Michigan Union strike first. Turns out to have been a bad mistake not taking that penalty. But Michigan Union will take a 3-point lead. 7:45 remaining in this first quarter. So Elliot Hansen, after that long field goal kick, comes to kick off. 52. He's going to get 66 yards, so it's going to be 1 yard in the end zone. Will they return it? No, they're going to take the touchback at the 25. So first down to the Roosters, trailing by 3. 7:45 remaining in this game. Carson Vaughns brings his troops out, outside run against a pass defense. And he's going to hand that off to Colton Smith, 21, and Colton Smith on an outside run is a C. In fact, he's given a triple A for his first 2 carries, so he's going to get a 6-yard gain. Second and 4. So short pass against a safe. Georgia Northern trailing by the field goal. So short pass is looking for Dorian Perez, 21. It's a completion of A, so it's going to be incomplete. Third down and 4 from their own 32. Third and 4 is going to be an inside run against a run defense. Vaughn takes the snap, hands the ball off to Colton Smith. 24 is E or I, a 2 run. E is a 2 run, and they're going to lose 3 yards. Big defensive play, and this has been the mainstay of the Michigan Union game is their defense. They did this in their bowl game to beat the number 1 seed, and looks like they're going to try and do the same thing with number 2 seed Georgia Northern. So Nigel O'Neill comes out to punt for Georgia. 61. Is his return an F? No, it isn't. So he's going to kick it for 41 yards, and there's going to be a fair catch. Fair catch down at the 31 of the Michigan Union Knights, and they will take over at that point. Quarterback Andrew Fury coming out, and he's going to hand the ball off inside run against a safe defense. Fury takes a snap and hands it off to Andre Baylor, 24. Is I or G a 2-run? Yes, G is a 2-run. So it's smothered behind the line for a loss of 4 yards as we come under 6 minutes of this first period. 2nd and 14. Medium pass against a safe defense. Fury drops back and looks for Trevor Laporta, 34. Is TA a 0 pass? He is not. So it connects with Laporta, and Laporta will make 14 yards. Is that enough for a first down? It isn't. So 3rd and short, 3rd and inches at their own 41. And we're going to get a screen pass against a run defense. Fury takes the snap, drops, and hands off to Tim Easthope, 16. Fury is a B completion, and it's going to be incomplete, and it's 4th down and inches. And they're going to be conservative about this in this early going. They're going to bring their punter on. So Joey Weiss comes on and punts, 54. Is his return an A or B? It is not. So he gets a 41-yard kick off down to the 18-yard line of the Roosters, and it's going to be returned by Ahmed Manaro. And he is forced out of bounds after a 3-yard gain, taking them to the 21. 4:45 remaining, and the Roosters take over at their own 21, 1st and 10. So Carson Vaughn's outside run against a pass defense. Vaughn's hands the ball off to Benjamin Titan, 34. Is GB a 2-run? He is. So he's going to the XR column, 64. Is the runner Titan greater than a C? He is. So he's going to break free. And he's going to go for 38 yards. All the way down to the 41 of the Knights. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Roosters at the Knights 41. Inside run against a run defense. Vaughn's takes the snap, hands the ball off again to Titan, 43. Is EC a 2-run? He is not. So Titan gains a yard, and then he's hit hard. 2nd and 9 from the 40. So they're going to go inside run, and Michigan are going to send all their players. They're blitzing. So again, Carson takes the snap, drops back, and he's looking for Mecky Long. 62. Is D a 2-run? He is a 2-run. It's a 1, but he's in the offensive zone, becomes a 2. And there's a big collision there, but Mekhi Young gets a 2-yard gain, 3:15 remaining, 3rd down and 7. At the 38-yard line, 3rd and 7. Short pass against a pass defense. This needs to be completed. Vaughns take looking for Dorian Perez, 22. Vaughns, it's an A completion, but that doesn't matter anyway. 22, C or G, a 2 pass. No and no. So he's going to go to the XS column. 25 is GA or GB, 0 pass. No and no. So he's going to break a tackle and get 12 yards. Down to the 26 of the Roosters. First down, 2:45 remaining in this first quarter. Inside run against a safe defense. Carson Vaughns takes the snap, hands it off to Colton Smith, 45. Is the quarterback a 2-run? No, he is not. So they take a loss of a yard behind the line of scrimmage, 2:15 remaining. 2nd and 11. The Roosters from the Knights, 27-yard line. So medium pass against a pass defense. Vaughns takes the snap, looking for Carl Schwessinger, 35. Is TB a 0 pass? He is not. So he gets a gain of 8 yards, but there is a flag on the play. Holding offense. That penalty is declined. 3rd down, so declining the penalty. As we come to the last 2 minutes of this period. 3rd and 18 for the Roosters at the Knights 34-yard line. Medium pass against a blitz. Colton Vaughns takes the snap and he's looking for Jamarise Hopkins. A completion on 14 is going to get 7 yards. And bring up 4th down, and they're at the 27-yard line, 37, 44-yard punt, 44-yard field goal. So Bryce Davis is going to come out, try and even up the score. He's a double A on the field goals, 53. That was a big 39 yards is good, and he is 45, so he's no good. He's missed the field goal. And so the Roosters give up the ball to the Knights at the Knights 27-yard line. Andre Fury with the ball, and they're going to go for an outside run against a blitz. Fury drops back, hands the ball off to Andre Baylor, 34. Is TB a 0 run? He is not. Is EC a 0 run? No. So they're going to get 9 yards, 1 yard short of a first down. 45 seconds left in this first period. 2nd and 1 at the Knights' 36-yard line. 2nd down and 1. Inside run against a blitz. Fury drops back, hands the ball off to Tommy Cook. 63. Is G a 2-run? He is a 2-run. So gets 2 yards and a first down. So this will be the last play of the game, barring penalties. 1st and 10 for the Knights at their own 38-yard line. Inside run against a safe. Fury takes the snap, drops back, and hands it off to Andre Baylor, who on an inside run is a B. And he'll get 1 yard to make it 2nd and 9 as the first period comes to an end. Highly defensive game so far, but the Michigan Union Knights, number 4 ranked team, lead the Georgia Northern Roosters by 3-0. So we're back for the second period. I'm going to start off with the Knights at their own 39-yard line, 2nd and 9. And they're going to go medium pass against a run defense. So Fury takes the ball and he's looking for TD Glance. 22. It's going to be a possible interception. But the ball glances off the defender and goes incomplete. 3rd down and 9 to the Knights. 3rd and 9. Screen pass against a safe defense. Fury takes the snap and he's looking for Koi King. He's a B quarterback. 16 on a B is going to be incomplete. So 4th down, they're going to bring out the punter, Joey Weiss. Defensive burst through the line. There could be a blocked field goal attempt, a blocked punt here. Let's see. 61. Punter hurries, kick, booms, 49-yard punt, so he gets it off to the 22-yard line of the Roosters, and the ball goes out of bounds, so the Roosters will take over at their own 22. 1st and 10, trailing by 3 at the start of this second quarter. Screen pass against a safe. Carson Vaughns steps back and he's looking for Walter Yates III. Is the quarterback a zero pass? Well, he's not a zero pass, and they're going to go to the XS column. 65. Is X rating greater than 1? Well, yes, it is. So they'll break out into the open for a 34-yard gain. Down into Knights territory. 1st down and 10 to the Roosters at the Knights 44-yard line. They've made some big plays, but haven't been able to convert them into points. Let's see if they can do it on this drive. 1st and 10 for the Roosters at the Knights 44-yard line, 43-yard line. Outside run against a safe. Vaughns drops back Looks to hand off to Benjamin Titan. 65 is D, a 2-run. He is a 2-run. So gets 7 yards before they manage to stop him. 2nd and 3. Roosters making some good ground, but haven't been able to punch the ball home yet. 2nd and 3. Outside run against a run defense. So again, Vaughan takes the snap. Hands off to Benjamin Titan. 35 is FB, a 2-run. He is not. So he's knocked out of bounds at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 30 minutes remaining in this first half of the match. 3rd and 3. Inside run against a run. So Vaughns takes the snap. Hands it off to Benjamin Titan, 23. Benjamin Titan on an inside is a double A. It's going to go to the XR column. 51 is FB, a 0-run. He's not. So he gets 13 yards and is knocked out of bounds for a first down. To the Roosters, 1st and 10 at the Knights. 23. This is looking a bit more promising for the Roosters. Short pass against a safe defense. And Vaughan's dropping back and looking to complete to Benjamin Titan. 36 is GA, a 2 pass. He's not. So it's incomplete. Good defensive work again by the Knights. 2nd and 10. Screen pass against a run defense. Vaughan's dropping back, looking for Stephen Jones. 33 is the EB, a 0 pass. He's not. So gets knocked out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. Did he make the yardage? He didn't. So 3rd and inches at the Knights' 13-yard line. 3rd and inches. And they're going to go medium against a run. They're going to try and pass it in. Vaughan's takes the snap. Looks for Stephen Jones Jr. 46, unusual result. 33 is going to be incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. Tripping. Defense. 5-yard penalty. First down. So that penalty gives the Roosters a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Big penalty there against the Knights. So 1st and goal, short against the run. Carson Vaughns drops back and looks to complete to Alex Ward. 36 is CE, a 2 pass. He is not. Defensive pressure and it's thrown away. Carson Vaughns throws the ball away. 2nd down and goal at the 8. So it's going to be inside run against a safe defense. Vaughns drops back. Hands off to Make You Long. 44 is FB, a 2-run. He is not. So he gets a yard, but then he's stopped. So 3rd and goal at the 7. So 7 yards remaining. Screen pass against a safe defense. Can Vaughns get this ball in? Vaughns drop back. Looks for Stephen Jones Jr. 15. Vaughns is an A. And he will get 5 yards. down to the 2, and they're going to go for it. 4th and goal at the 2. Inside run against a safe defense. Drops back, hands the ball off to Colton Smith, 54. Is I a 2-run? He's not a 2-run. Is EC a 0-run? He's not a 0-run. So he gets in for a touchdown. 10:30 remaining in this second half, in this second quarter, and a touchdown for the Roosters. So Bryce Davis comes on for the extra point. He is an A, and he's missed the point, so that could become significant. But at this moment, Georgia Northern now have the lead, 6-3 over Michigan Union. So Bryce Davis comes out to kick off. He is a AA kicker. 15 is going to sail all the way through the end zone, and so it will be a touchback for the Knights at their own 25. 1st down and 10. Andrew Fury comes out, and they're going to go inside run against a run defense. Fury hands the ball off to Tommy Cook. 33. Is EB a 0-run? He's not. So he gets a 5-yard gain. 2nd down. 10 minutes remaining in this first half of the game. 2nd and 5. Outside run against a safe. Fury steps back, hands the ball off to Jamil Robinson, 62. Is I a 2-run? He is a 2-run. Is EA a 0? He is not. 14 on the XR column. Is K a 2-run? He is. So there's no gain. 3rd down and 5 at their own 30. Outside run against a blitz. So it's all or nothing this play, really. Fury drops back and hands the ball off to Tommy Cook, 52. Is E a 2-run? He is a 2-run. So they'll get blitzed and they'll lose a yard. 4th down, and they'll bring the punter on. 3 and out for the Knights. Joey Weiss comes back onto the field to take the punt. Return an E or an F? No, it is not. So he kicks the ball 44 yards. Down to the 27 of the Roosters, and they fair catch the ball, taking over at their own 27-yard line, leading 6-3 in this national championship game. So Carson Vaughan's looking for a long pass straight away, no messing. Vaughan's drops back and is looking for Dorian Perez, 14. He is an A passer. And they'll only get 3 yards out of that. He changes his mind and drops it off short. 2nd down and 7, sorry. Inside run against a blitz. So Vaughan's drops back, hands the ball off to Mickey Long, 53. Is K a 0 run? He is a 0 run. So big defense, big offensive line play, gets 8 yards and a first down. And so the Roosters move to 1st and 10 at their own 38. It's going to be short pass against a run. Vaughan's looking to get this ball to Stephen Jones Jr., 22. GA or FB, a 2 pass? No. No. So it's going to be incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Medium pass against a safe defense. So Vaughan's drops back and looks for Mickey Long, 61. Is a 0 pass? He is not. Defender makes play on ball, and this could be an interception. .43, but it's batted away for an incomplete, and 3rd down and 10. 3rd and 10, short pass against a pass defense. So Vaughan's dropping back and looking for Terry Johnson, 41. Is the quarterback a 0 pass? No, he is not. Goes to the XS column. 32 is H 2 pass. He is not. So he makes a 13-yard catch and a first down. So the Roosters keep the drive alive. 7 minutes remaining in this second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Roosters at the Knights, 48. Outside run against a safe defense. Vaughan's takes the snap, hands the ball off to Benjamin Titan. Who else? 33 is the quarterback, a 2 run. He's not a 2 run. So the defense plugged the hole and there's no gains. 2nd down and 10. Inside run against a blitz. So the Knights sending everything they've got on this one. Vaughan's hands the ball off to Benjamin Titan, 43. EC a 0 run. He's not. Is B a 2 run? He is not. So big gain again for Titan. Gets 14 yards and a first down. We're into the last 6 minutes of this first half. Roosters 1st and 10 at the Knights, 34-yard line. Screen pass bent against the blitz. Vaughan's looking to drop the ball off to Terry Johnson, 33. Quarterback a 0 pass. No, he's not. So it's complete for 10 yards, but there is a flag on the play. And the play is actually not complete because we've got a whistle blown. It's offsides, encroachment, defense. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down. So 1st and 5. Short pass against a safe defense. So Vaughan's looking to complete this pass to Dorian Perez, 56. Is J a 0 pass? He is not. So it could be intercepted. But it's just mistimed and incomplete. 2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5 to the Roosters from the Knights, 29. So short pass against a safe defense. Same play. Carson Vaughan's looking to complete to Jamaris Hopkins, 22, CE or EC, a 2 pass. No. So it's held up and it's incomplete unless Johnson has a exclamation mark, and he doesn't. So 3rd and 5 from the 29. Inside run against a safe defense. Vaughan's takes the snap, hands off to Benjamin Titan, 25. GA or EB, a 0 run. No. And no. 41 is EA, a 0 run. No. So he hands off and gets the 10 yards for the first down and keeps the drive alive. 5 minutes remaining. And again, Benjamin Titan comes up with the goods for the Roosters. 1st and 10 at the Knights 19. This second half has been really all the Roosters. So a short pass against a safe defense. Vaughan's takes a snap and is looking for Dorian Perez, 44. CE, a 0 pass. He is not. So he gets the pass off and he gets a 7-yard gain, but there is a flag on the play. Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, replay, first down. So they're going to take that penalty, push them back to the 29-yard line. So 1st and 20 to the Roosters. And they're going to put it on the ground, inside run against a run defense. Ball is handed off to Benjamin Titan. Who else? And he will get a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 14. So we're going to stay on the ground again, inside run against a pass defense this time. Vaughan's takes the snap, hands off again to Benjamin Titan. 62 is C, a 2 run. He is a 2 run. So Titan gets another 2 yards, but is hit. Under 4 minutes remaining, 3rd down and 12. So they're going to go long. Against a pass defense. Vaughan's from the shotgun. He's looking to get Stephen Jones Jr., 64, unusual result. 62. It's going to be a 34 yards hard hit, but he's already in the end zone at that point. So it's going to be a touchdown. So touchdown for, let's just see what hard hit says, because it could be incomplete, of course. 42. Is A rated a 2? He is rated a 2. So it's incomplete. The whistle has gone. They've gone to the video review. And the ball is incomplete to bring up a 4th down. So the officials signaled the touchdown, but they went to review. And it was shown that the receiver did not have control of the ball. So 4th down and 12 at the 21. So they're going to come up for a 38-yard field goal for for Bryce Davis. And that is going to be good. And that gives a 9-point lead to the Roosters. Bryce Davis will kick off. 54. It's going to be a 64-yard kick all the way down to the 1-yard line. And this is going to be returned by Romello Ellis. 45. And he is going to return this 25 yards to the 26. A good return. And we've got 3 minutes 30 remaining in this game, in this first half. The Knights trail the Roosters 3-9. Missed extra point, remember. So, Andrew Fury looking for a short pass against a safe defense. Fury drops back and he's looking for Andre Baylor. 56 is Jay, a 0 pass. He is a 0 pass, so there's going to go to the excess column. Is the quarterback a 0 pass? No. So a 13-yard gain and a first down. 3 minutes left in this first half. 1st and 10 at the 39 of the Knights. Screen pass against a blitz. Fury drops back. Looks for Trevor Laporta. 62 is a 2 pass. He is a 2 pass. And the catch is complete and he's pushed out of bounds for 4-yard gain. 2:45 remaining. 2nd and 6 at their own 44-yard line. And they're going to short pass against a blitz. Michigan Union, short pass. Andrew Fury looking again for Trevor Laporta. 65 is C, a 0 pass. He is not. So is that an incomplete pass? Let's have a look at Laporta. It is. So an incomplete pass. 2:30 remaining. 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6. They're going to go long against a pass defense. So they're going to try and get some big yards here. Looking for TD Glantz. 62 is D, a 0 pass. He is not. So it could be intercepted. But it falls short and an incomplete pass. And there's still 2 minutes to go. So they're going to have to punt this away. Joey Vice comes on. 52. ERF, no. So a 43-yard punt down to the 16-yard line of the Roosters, and there's going to be no return on that. 2 minutes remaining, and they're going to go and play conserve offense, see if they can get something else on the scoreboard. First down, inside run against a blitz. So Vaughns drops back, hands the ball off, but decides to fake that and keep it himself. And he's a double A, so he'll gain 2 yards. Saw the blitz come in, played a fake and held the ball on. Made 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Screen pass against a blitz. Vaughns drops back, looks for Darian Perez. 36 is TB, a 0 pass. He is not. So Perez makes a single yard and they call a timeout. Third and 7. Medium pass against a pass defense. Vaughan's drops back, looks for Alex Ward, 32. SB, a 0 pass. He's not. Is D a 2 pass? He is. So the coverage is airtight. So the quarterback dumps the ball off for a 6-yard gain. Brings them to 4th and 1, and they're going to be a timeout called by the Knights. So out comes Nigel O'Neill to punt. It's going to be a long punt. A 52-yard punt and no return. So down to the 25-yard line of the Knights, and that is a 5-second off the clock. 1st and 10, so they can take 2 cards here. They've got to take either the first or the second one. They must, if they turn the second one, then they must take the second one. So they're going to go screen pass against a safe. So Fury drops back and looks to get the pass off to TD Glantz, 32. Is the quarterback a 0 pass? No, he is not. Going to the XS column, 25. GA or GB 0 pass? No. So they get a 12-yard gain, and they'll call another timeout. 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Medium pass against a safe. They'll take that. Fury drops back and looks for TD Glantz. Fury is a B, so it's going to be Q plus. So 17 yards. Gets them down to the 44-yard line. And they're going to use their final timeout. Another medium pass. They're going to take that as well. Medium pass against a blitz. Fury drops back, looks for Dante Whitaker, 14. He's a B. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. We're not going to take that one. So a short pass against a safe. Fury drops back, looks for Colton Scruggs, 34. TB a 2 pass. He's not. So he's only going to get a 1-yard gain and 10 seconds remaining. So they're going to bring the field goal kicker on. It's a big kick. It's a 62-yard kick. But it will be the last play of the game. He is a triple A on long. So it's got to be 14 or less, but they might as well have a go for it. Let's see what happens. And he misses the kick, but time expires, and that is the end of the first half. And so this national championship game Georgia Northern Roosters lead Michigan Union by 9 points to 3. I hope you've enjoyed that. We'll be doing the second half as a different video, and I'll probably post that video tomorrow just to give people a chance to see this video first. So hopefully you'll join me for the conclusion of this national championship game. I think it's been quite an exciting game. Do leave me a comment, let me know how you think the game is going, and we'll see you in the second half tomorrow.